And welcome to Hannity. And tonight we are broadcasting live. We are inside the beautiful U.S. Capitol building where Republicans now control both chambers of Congress. And right now there is also a Republican in the White House, which brings us to a major programming note. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, join us right here on Hannity. Donald Trump's very first interview from the Oval Office of his brand new term. A time of optimism, hopefully a golden era in America, as he talked about in his inaugural address. You all excited about that? We got members of Congress here. All right. We got a great crowd. Thank you. By the way, we are all counting on you. Don't screw it up, okay? But tonight was really about Washington, the House, the Senate. Speaker Mike Johnson is going to join us, along with dozens of other Republican lawmakers. They are on a mission. They have a very small majority. They have to work together with the newly sworn-in president to fix what is broken in the country, and there's a lot broken. And, of course, put America first. It's not an easy task. Anything worthwhile is hard, and they hold a slim majority. And after Donald Trump's recent nominees are put in power, the GOP will have at most a 5-vote edge over Democrats, but they start out with only a 2 to 3 vote majority. So needless to say, if they want to get anything done, unity of message, unity of purpose is going to be critical. It's going to be important. And look at this poll we just got tonight from Insider Advantage. That's Matt Tower's group. 70% of Republican voters want lawmakers, all of you in this room with me tonight, to pass Donald Trump's appointees and his agenda, and they want you to work in unison. So let's be very clear. Other than Senator John Fetterman, I'm not really expecting a lot of help from the likes of Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, AOC, the Radical Squad, or any Democrat to cross the aisle and actually govern for the sake of the people in the country. In fact, despite a landslide victory in the fall for Donald Trump, the left is still vowing to resist the president with the same level of, drama, hysteria that we've all come to expect. This morning, a so-called bishop politicizing an inaugural prayer service. Instead of offering a benediction for our country, for our president, she goes on a far-left woke tirade in front of Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, their families, their young children. She made the service about her very own deranged political beliefs with a disgraceful prayer full of fear-mongering and division. Listen for yourself.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals.
Well, if you come in the country illegally, you didn't respect our laws, our borders, and our sovereignty, that would make you a criminal by definition. Totally inappropriate and, in my view, disgraceful. But in every corner of Washington, D.C., that is what Republicans are up against. And that is especially true for the state-run legacy media mob that I argue died on November the 5th. They have learned no lessons from the 2024 election. They're still droning on and on and on about the end of the world as we know it. Take a look.
We're talking about an attempt to portray this peaceful transition of power with people who were convicted in the insurrection attempt attending, with the person who fomented the coup being sworn in as president, essentially a delay in the completion of the insurrection. I believe that this idea of the institutions, which the Bidens clearly, truly believe in, have been completely exposed by this election.
Kristi Noem, the nominee for Homeland Security, next to Apple CEO Tim Cook. How is this happening?
Only in America.
How is this happening? Why are people with tons of money up on the dais with cabinet nominees and family members?
It is a message.
It is a message, and I think I think they are up there for the very reason that you probably think they're up there.
So the state-run legacy media mob also turned their sights on Donald Trump's biggest supporters, despite voting for Obama and manufacturing electric cars and creating a new type of solar panel and bringing internet to rural America and revolutionizing, by the way, space travel. Oh, Elon Musk is a bad guy? Enemy number 2 for the legacy media? Is this the same Elon Musk that made a gesture at Trump's rally, one that Democrats, we have videos and pictures of, making the same gesture? The guy that, he's given his heart to a crowd, so-called journalists, literally accusing him. They're back to Nazi, fascist, racist, Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini. Here we go again. Take a look.
And yes, that salute was evocative of things that we have seen through history. It was quick. I think our viewers are smart and they can take a look at that, but it certainly was, it's not something that you typically see at American political rallies, let's put it that way.
No, it was not something that you usually would see.
That was a Nazi salute, and he didn't just do it one time. He did it twice for emphasis. And if you talk to anyone, that's historians, folks who actually study the Nazis and study this actual kind of disgusting display, have been very clear that what that was. And he should not just apologize, he should be condemned for those kinds of actions. So gross, disgusting, but more of what we can expect, I think, from Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
What they don't like about Elon Musk is he's friends with Donald Trump. Elon is pro-freedom, pro-humanity, anti-censorship, anti-big government. He spent millions to help the people in desperate need in North Carolina and people in California after those fires went out of control. He's an immigrant to this country. He built multiple major companies from the ground up. He employs thousands and thousands of Americans from all backgrounds, races, religions. Only an idiot would call him a Nazi, but that's what NBC News did. And they obviously have not come to the realization that legacy media is dead. Lying and peddling conspiracy theories will lead to a massive decline in viewership. We see this unfolding in real time before our eyes. But after the past, 10 years, I think it's safe to say that there's no shortage of idiots doubling down on stupid in the media mob. But their influence and their power is waning, and all of you know it. And they want this Congress to enact Trump's America's First agenda. And tonight, I am joined by the people that will make that happen. Many of the lawmakers responsible for getting this agenda across the finish line to help improve your lives, make your towns, your cities more safe, more secure, and to put more money in your family's pocket and make us the richest country on earth with energy. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.